My name is Ragnar the Heavy, and though I do possess considerable heft, they do not call me the Heavy because of my stature. It is because I have bore much on my shoulders throughout my rugged life. My new watcher, Ebony Stone, has tasked me with inscribing runes in this leather-bound journal. She wants to know my saga. She wants me to share my feelings and to leave accounts of my life and of this strange new world I once helped my clan discover during my youth. It was a journey that helped shape me into the wolf I am today, for better and for worse. The expedition was led by Thorin, brother of the High Alpha, Leif the Lucky. The mighty crew of the seafaring longship, called the Ulfa, carried the largest and most brutal pack of werewolves in the northern Freelands, all across the ocean to new, unexplored lands, and Thorin asked me to join them. I was around 19 years old, and had only made my first or second successful run by then. But I was ready. An alpha is always ready for whatever lurked just beyond the morning mists on the glistening shorelines of the unknown. It was within our nature, our grasp, and our raw power as a pack to explore, conquer, and cultivate any lands we touched, and to go forth and seed our way of life, the tribal life of the wolf, as masters of the wilds. I had met my new watcher while I was tripping aimlessly through the dark, dense woods in the east, many lonely years after. It was only moments until sunrise, and I had been tracking not only a decent-sized werewolf pack, but a horde of venomous stalking vampires. I assumed they were hunting the lichens for their abundant flesh and life force, but even at a distance, I should have smelled blood, where I smelled none. Only their essence and cooking fires. Vampires would have grown too impatient and sooner made their move. Something was strange about these lands. I had no idea at the time that I was setting a tired foot into a magical dominion. My last afterchange had become too cumbersome for me that night. The black, slick residue from my former form clung to my face, hair, and body, irritating every part of me, including my nerves. And I wasn't a young shifter anymore. Alpha or not, each transformation I endure, now that I've surpassed the solstice of my life, puts me at risk of death. But thank the moon, a master watcher happened to be tracking me as well. She spotted me from across the riverbank. She approached me cautiously, but I had no means to aggress upon her and was at her mercy. I could already smell her sickness from where I was belayed against a great oak tree.
Hello. Are you okay, sir? My name is Ebony Stone. I am a vampire, but I will not harm you. Are you a lichen stranger?
My name is Ragnar, and yes, I'm an alpha. Well, I was. I'm a lone wolf now, I suppose, looking for a pack. I've been tracking the scent of a large one through the mountains here, and then I smelled venom, but no blood, and I wanted to know why. And now here you are. You said your name was Ebony?
Yes.
Very good. Please, Ebony, have mercy on me if you are to kill me. I am already at the height of my suffering.
Ragnar, may I help you? I would like to touch you with your permission, so that I may clear your airways. You're still covered in traces of your lichen shade.
My what?
The lichen shade? This dark sludge left over from your transformation back into a human?
Oh. Don't most wolves just leave it on? Doesn't it help at all? With the healing?
Well, it's full of all the things you don't need. A blended purge of oils, husks, congealed wolf essence, dried blood.
Hey! What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're very thorough, Ebony.
Let me sit behind you. Come, lean back against me.
Okay. No tricks now.
Perfect. Now, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Do you have a watcher? Oh, stop it. I'm not even brushing that hard.
Says you. And no, I don't have a watcher. Nor do I need one, vampire. Isn't the rise coming soon? Don't you want to be indoors when that happens?
There's just enough time to get you sorted first. Now, remove your cloak, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Here. Drink this, please.
What is it?
Wolf tonic.
Oh, of course. Wolf tonic. Like Mother used to make.
It will settle your stomach and slow your racing heart. Don't waste it. Drink the rest.
It tastes awful.
I said, drink the rest.
I seem to be obeying your every command before I've even decided if I want to. Is this some sort of vampire trick to get me to do what you say? Or are you a witch?
No. I am a master watcher. And you are a wolf in after change. Your instincts know that I am what's keeping you from slipping under the delicate veil of death. Your essence knows to obey me, to trust me.
A so-called master watcher, are you? So my wolf blood senses you're some kind of respite for my recovery, and I'll just do whatever you ask of me? Like some sort of domestic dog? Old wives' tale, I think.
It's true. Though I certainly wouldn't accuse you of being domesticated, Ragnar.
Well, I'm just not convinced I need a watcher. I've always got by just fine on my own.
You're an aging wolf, my sweet. Your vessel will come to betray you, no matter how mighty it may appear. You should have a watcher, Ragnar. Lean forward. I need to check your spine.
My spine? Check it for what?
For misalignments. Very good. Now lean back again. Too much pressure on your chest from the generating essence could cave in your heart.
You're conning me, aren't you, Fanger?
Oh, come now, Wolfie. You think just because I have fangs I am forever up to no good? What have I done to plant that seed of doubt in your mind?
This just doesn't seem like the type of care a watcher should provide. Aren't you just supposed to watch over my body and keep me safe from danger? Is all this physical touch necessary?
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Well, no, but that's beside the point, Ebony.
Ragnar, you must know how formidable a vampire is, especially one as old as me. I will let no one harm you, my wolf. Now, I'm going to wrap my arms around you and monitor your heart rate with my hand. Do you understand? Just for a little while. You've already done so well on your own, haven't you?
You're good.
Every wolf needs a watcher, Ragnar. Lichen shade is the leading cause of lichen death, and it's the most avoidable cause. How many first runners and old dogs have you lost to after changes? Ragnar?
Sorry,
It's all right. It's perfectly normal to feel these feelings. You're famished, disoriented, alone. It's a traumatic experience to transform into a completely different creature. And it never gets easier, does it? It's like being born over and over. It's no wonder wolves go longer and longer between shifts, and winding down can be hard. Are you feeling any relief now? Good.
Do I owe you something for this? Like a favor?
No bid needed for tonight.
And what's a bid?
The agreement between Watcher and Wolf. I protect and care for you during your times of change, and you protect and care for me as well. It's a sacred pact, but for now, how about a distraction? Tell me a story about yourself.
Ebony,
Yes.
what was in that tonic of yours?
It's my own special brew. It calms the nerves and opens the mind. I had to create it as a means to induce a strong sleep for a brave little boy named Peter Pan. He's a corrupted vampire, the poor thing. But he's still a bright spirit. It seems blood betrayal merely enhances the essence of a person, bolsters their personality, deepens their darkest desires, intensifies their depravity. I thought I had seen it all until I was asked to hand wrap indestructible magic unicorn hair around a teenager's beating heart. But he thrives now. And if I can watch over an ornery dark vampire witch as he fledges, I can handle you. Anyways, the elixir is very effective on the nippers, the wolves who tend to bite. I'm very good at my little potions as a master alchemist. You would think I'm a witch at her cauldron. I've got quite a few tricks up my sleeve, Ragnar.
The Heavy.
The what?
Ragnar the Heavy is my name. That's what they called me when I became Jarl of my village, Alpha of the Dragon Clan. It was the highest honor of my life, besides falling in love with... Well, I suppose she was my watcher at the time. I just didn't regard her as such.
What was her name?
I sojourned with a pack to a new world when I was younger. We came to call it Vinland. It was well outside the reaches of the realms in which we knew of. There were beautiful people living in these lands. One so fair as to nearly stop my heart from beating when I set foot on her shores and my eyes laid upon her that morning. Her name was Nebin. She was a human, and she was perfect and pure. Their shaman used a charm that allowed us to speak the same tongue, but after a while, we didn't need magic. We didn't need words. She was the daughter of their chief, and for a while, things were going well. We traded with them. Not just fine goods like walrus ivory and furs and armor and weapons, but stories and ideas. Different ways to grow and reap a harvest. We shared much, including a mutual understanding that we were not to overstep our boundaries. And as you must know, Watcher Ebony, wolves will only stay on their own hunting grounds if they can stay fed.
So you fell in love with this Nebin?
Yes, and when news came that she was with child. The chief ordered his men to have us all destroyed. We clashed, and then we left. The guilt was consuming me. I loved her, and I went mad with yearning for her as we shoved off from this new world, never to return. I never got the chance to meet the pups.
Ragnar, I'm so sorry to hear this. I'm sure she raised your young to the best of her abilities. Perhaps I will one day travel to this new world and discover the legendary tribes of your descendants.
What a cruelty, I won't be there to witness that myself.
Shall I go find food? The Eastern Kingdom is not far from here. I know of a few special mushrooms that charm you to see sounds and hear colors. Could be fun?
No, as tempting as that sounds.
You must eat, my little wolf, if you should recover soon.
I'm not hungry. I don't need to eat.
Oh, come now, Wolfie. Everything eats, as the lichens say.
And how do you know what the lichens say, vampire?
I used to be human, same as the first vampire. She used to be a high priestess, and I used to be a watcher. We all have a purpose and calling outside of our uncontrollable circumstances.
Ugh.
Here, some dried meat.
Fine. Give it here. Pretty good. How'd you get it to taste like this?
It's a very old custom and technique from where I'm from.
Where are you from, anyway?
A beautiful village near a great river in Africa.
Ah, I've been to the northern tip of those lands. Very hot. Very, very hot.
Yes. Have you never seen someone who looks like me before?
No. Not quite like you.
So if I may ask, why did you leave the Dragon Clan? Isn't a Jarl appointed for life?
I was ousted by my younger brother, Olaf. He was more in tune, politically, than I was. While I was out commanding fish to our lures and snakes away from our hens, Olaf was plotting against me. Evidently, being an alpha doesn't necessarily grant you all the reverence and entitlements as it used to. Now, everything must align with the will and customs of the common men. Property deeds and taxes, and divine sovereignty. The sword only strikes half as hard, and the coin rolls a lot farther. Anyone can be bought and sold.
You know, we have many lone wolves who have reached very high stations at the castle of the Eastern Kingdom. The ruler here, the Dark Prince Akeem, he has grown very fond and accepting of lichens. Might you come and meet him? Perhaps your political career hasn't ended just yet.
I don't know if I have it in me anymore, Ebony. I can only take so much rejection.
Ragnar, please, come with me tonight to speak with him. I will be your watcher, if you'd like. I feel that we may be compatible.
No, I'm not an honorable wolf. I've committed atrocities, Watcher.
And I have watched wolves that have done the unthinkable. As your watcher, I would honor my bid of protection until you are well enough to stand and face any consequences of your actions while hosting the beast. To the death.
Ebony, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I just don't fully understand what you're asking from me. I have nothing to give you for this bid. I don't know how it all works.
Shall I tell you?
Could you keep stroking my hair like that while you blabber on? And how about more of that rabbit meat?
Of course. You see, humans make the best watchers. A witch's essence would only impede on the marking ritual. And another wolf, well, you can imagine how impractical a wolf watching another wolf might be. They won't necessarily possess the same level of sympathy for an agonizing healing shifter.
Maybe not.
Yes, humans, for all of their faults, will always honor and protect their wolves if they take their lifelong commitment seriously.
Oh, it's lifelong. So I'd be stuck with you then.
Oh, I'd be stuck with you, Wolfie. I'll certainly live longer than you, Ragnar. The only way for the bond to break is through death.
What happens if they fall in love?
It's been known to happen, especially with halflings. The human side of the wolf will be desperate for their watcher and their human's affection, while the wolf side of them will be desperate for their demise. The duality of a werewolf's nature makes romance a bit far-fetched in some cases.
What about my pups?
Well, I'm sorry to say, but they may find it hard to live in a bridged world where they're on neither side. But every wolf will find their way.
Does anyone do it for the money? Watching, I mean.
Of course, though the wolf is usually the one that pursues the watcher. They formally ask if they'd be interested in a bid, sometimes with dramatic flair in a public setting or perhaps more intimately. Certain humans just naturally have a knack for watching. A wolf will pick up on that trait. The watcher and wolf will court and get to know each other, and if they both agree they're a good match and they wish to be lifelong companions, they will usually seek approval of their tribe before a bid is presented.
Then what?
And then the scent ritual must be performed.
The scent ritual, eh? What's that?
It's a private, sacred ceremony held between a wolf and watcher. You see, humans are like a blank slate that a wolf can chisel their signature into and mark them as theirs. By staking this claim in such an unmistakable way, any other wolf would know immediately that this human is respected, loved, and protected as a watcher, and should be left alone. Some watchers go as far as tattooing themselves to show their own communities that they are a committed watcher.
Do you have a tattoo, Ebony?
Yes, but my wolf has long since passed on, I should think.
I see. So how does a wolf mark a watcher then?
The scent that the wolf passes to their watcher is very different from the scent passed to their mate. The scent from an imprint usually smells awful to another competitor.
Oh, that it does.
But a watcher's scent smells almost pleasant to their wolf's pack. You see, all lichens have special glands in their paws that will secrete scents and humors that can be passed to their human companion. These pheromones, as the alchemists have named them, enter the blood of the watcher through the skin and infuse with their body, altering it forever. They will never be able to remove or fully extract it.
I suppose you could even track your watcher with this scent.
You're absolutely correct, Wolfie.
Ha ha ha.
Excellent.
All right, stop puppying me. So if it's only in the paws, that means the wolf would need to shift in order to mark their watcher. What? Do they,
However they see fit. What better way to establish and prove their trust in one another? Ragnar, please.
So the venom, did it destroy your wolf's scent?
Nothing on this planet can destroy a wolf's scent once it's been laid into a human, except for perhaps phoenix blood, which can bring a person back to their genesis from just one drop. It's considered one of the holy grails.
I see. This seems like a rather serious endeavor, Ebony.
Yes, it's one of the greatest honors a wolf and watcher can ever have in life. And while a wolf is protective and territorial of their human, they're not possessive. Wolves generally encourage their watchers to find love and marry, and have children that will also watch the next generation of the same pack. It used to be this way when I was a young watcher, but now everyone is so concerned with what's on the next continent. Watching has fallen by the wayside, and wolves have learned to just go without. But as a master watcher, I take it upon myself to help match wolves and humans. A companion is one of the most important people in one's life. For a wolf and watcher, betrayal is nearly impossible, and the bond is unbreakable. It's a matter of life and death. And so this spiritual connection is impenetrable. There is no human equivalent to this relationship, and no matter what happens between them, they will be soul-tied forever, either one prepared to protect the other, even from brinks of death.
That sounds very lovely, Ebony, but
How is the soreness? Has your headache subsided?
I'm feeling refreshed. Perhaps there are some new tricks you can still yet teach this, old dog.
Oh, Ragnar, there's so much more to tell you about all of this. Please, won't you come home with me? Just for this one after change? If you find our ways are unsuitable, we will respect your wishes to depart. But I must tell you, the hunter's moon will be shining soon overhead, and you won't want to miss the Howlers' Festival here in the kingdom, I assure you.
Howlers?
Mm-hmm.
Like a grand party to find a mate.
And I already have a watcher in mind for you.
Ebony.
Just think about it, preferably before the rise.
You're sure?
I know the nature of the wolf. You're impulsive, insatiable, excitable, and skittish. But you're also sure-footed, trustworthy, protective, sensitive, quick learners, and wise beyond your years, however short those may seem. And you have a nose that can sniff out disloyalty from miles away. What are your keen senses picking up from me now, Ragnar the Heavy?
What other, dried meats are gonna be there at the castle?
Well, let's see, there will be deer, boar, sheep, pig, chicken.
And so began a new venture, being happily cared for by a mysterious, venomous African master watcher for my remaining years. And although the seeds of my highest hopes felt buried in Vinland, far too deep for the sun to warm them, I have faith that Ebony was right. That my sons will continue on to inherit the legacy we sought, to protect the lands from which they sprouted.